Hey guys, welcome back to Sudoku Maniacs. I know I've been away for quite a few days, 5 days to be precise. But what can I say? Exciting days ahead. We have been working on revamping our website because we have seen a steady increase in the number of people who play on our website. So we are kind of improving the website so that there is no system lag. We are working on migrating it to a dedicated server as well from a shared hosting perspective. And yes, there's going to be some huge announcement in the next month. So keep your eyes there because we are going to bring to you everything that we can to make your time that you spend on Sudokus enjoyable to the most. So keep an eye out there. So today I got some time, so I thought why not create another video for you all. So I was just speaking to Fred and Tom, who are my friends in Europe, and we have spent some good time together, especially whenever we would meet up at the World Championship. So this was a clone Sudoku that Fred had created. Again, we have featured quite a few puzzles of Fred, and I never get tired of solving his Sudokus. They are simply some of the best Sudokus that you'll ever find in the world. So, and I was like telling Fred, I would love to feature this, and he was like, "Go ahead, it's all yours." So here we are. And yes, I have created a solving online interface for you as well. So if you wish to solve this Sudoku online, just go to the description of the video and click on the link. It will take you to the interface and you can solve it online. So what exactly is the clone Sudoku? Now clone Sudoku is the rules of classic Sudoku apply, obviously. And there are certain shapes that are drawn in the grid. Now what it means is they are basically clones of each other. So the digits will be the same in both the clones in this exact same position. So for example, if this were a 3 while we were solving this just as example, then the corresponding cell in the clone shape would also be the same digit, right? That is what the additional rule of a clone Sudoku is. Now we can always use this relationship to eliminate a lot of possibilities in those shapes. However, there are a few more things that we need to look out for when we are solving this clone Sudoku. And in the process, I will explain how we need to keep our eyes open because just because the clones are a replica of each other does not mean we keep our focus limited to the shapes as well. So for this puzzle, before which I'll just give a quick insight as to what I'm trying to say. Now I know these 5 horizontal cells will be the same as these 5 horizontal cells, right? And especially all these 5 will be in the same order. But I require 9 digits in the row. Same is the case with row 7 as well. So what it means is the remaining 4 digits will be in these 4 cells without any repetition. Because these 5 cancel out with each other and the remaining 4 will be the same here. But not necessarily in the same order. So these are the kind of patterns that we need to keep an eye out. All right. So let's begin. And like always, start the variant like a classic. 8, 8. 8 has to be part of these three, right? But 8 can never be on these gray cells because we already have an 8. So this has to be an 8. Correct? And once again, just like we spoke about these 5 cells, when I look at the vertical 5, these vertical 5 cells will be the same. So these 4 cells have to be here. So I have a 4 7 here, I have a 1 8 here. So these would be my 4 7 and I will place a 1 8 here. But I got a 1 here, so this will be an 8 and this is a 1. So you see how the patterns help us, and it's not necessarily that we need to focus only on the shapes which have been shaded into clones. So 8 8, again by classic rules it has to be part of these two, but this edge gray cannot be an 8, right? So this is my 8. 5 cannot be here. So 5 has to be in these two, which means 5 has to be in these two. So that's a 5, so we can happily place the 5 there. This 9 is not there, so this is 2, 3, 6, the remaining 2, 3, 6. But we already got a 2 here, so we eliminate the 2 from there. Right? So this 7 has to be one of these 4, which means the 7 is part of these two cells, right? Hence this would be a 4 and this would become a 7. So I have 7148, 4817, the 4 additional digits for those two columns, right? This 5 will be in these 3. Okay, let's see. Oh, 5 again cannot be here. This cannot be a 5, so this is a 5. And 5, since 5 is not one of these 5 cells, it cannot be in these. So this would become a pair of 5, 7. And since I have a 1 here, I can blindly place the 1 here to complete the set of 4 digits outside the clone shape. So that's a 3, 9, that's a 3, 9. Let's put in the pencil marks. This would be 2, 3, 6, 9. 2, 3, 6, 9. This is not a 2, so this is a 3, 6, 9. 3, 6, 9. 2, 3, 9. 2, 3, 9. Okay. 1, 1. 1 cannot be here, so this is a 1. 4 is not here, so has to be one of these two gray cells, right? But the edge cannot be a 4, so the 4 has to be here, which places a 4 here, and by classic 4, 4, this becomes a 4, and that's my 4. 7 cannot be in this, cannot be here, so that's a 7, which makes this a 5 and a 7 here. Alright, 7 again comes up here. So this has to be a 2, 3, 9 to complete the box, which means this also is a 2, 3, 9. But if this is a 2, 3, 9, this number and this number will have to be the same, because if this is x, it cannot be here, so this is the only common number that we have here. Now this is again another nice breakthrough that we get. Look at this 3, 6. If it's a 6, by classic rule 6, 6, and this will have to be a 6. If it is a 3, this would become a 9, this would be a 3, and again 3, 3 would make this a 3. So whatever number is here will have to be here, so we can eliminate the 2 and 9. And just for the example, if this is a 3, 6, this is a 3, 6, this also would have to be a 3, 6. But we already have a 6 in the column, and that's a 3, that's a 3. So that becomes a 3, and again this is my 3. And we eliminate them. Good enough? We got a 3, so this is a 9 and a 3. So 2, 6, 9, which makes this is a 6, 9, so this is a 6, 9. This is a 2, 6 because we got a 9 here, but we can't have a 6, so this is a 2. So this becomes a 2, and this. So 6, 9, 6, 9. That becomes a 2. That's 2, and okay. So that's again a 6, 9. Now what next? Okay, what is missing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? I have a 5 and a 6 here, so this has to be a 7. 7, 7. This can't be a 7. This is my 7. This is again a 3, 9. 6 can't be here, so this is a 3, 9, which is a pair. That's a 6, that's a 6, and that's a 9. So 6, 9, 6, and we have wrapped up the clone shape. And now this is a 5, this is a 6 to complete the row. 1, 2, 9. This is a 2 and a 9, so that's a 1, 2, 9, 2, 9. And the remaining digits are, this would be a 5 and a 3 by classic rules. I require 1, 2, and 8. 1 is here, 2 is here, so this has to be an 8, which gives me a 1, 2 here. And now I think we need to just solve this like a classic Sudoku. 3, 3, 3 is left here, 5, 5. Oh, 3, 5, 3, 5. So this will be a pair of 3, 5. But but with a 5 here, that's a 3, 9, 3, oops, 9, butterfingers, 3. What is missing here? 1 and 9. That's a 9, 1, 2, 1, 2, 9, 9, 1, and this would be 8 and a 4. So 9, 9. This is my 9 with a 4. I require a 7 and a 2, and the last two digits would be 6 and a 8. And yes, the system says we are correct. I mean, this was not too difficult a puzzle, believe me, but I love how the shapes as well as the digits outside the shapes played an important role. And this is something we need to keep our eye out on when you're solving a clone Sudoku. So I chose this puzzle not for the difficulty, but the way the digits were interacting, which would be a good learning curve for us. Hope you guys enjoyed the puzzle and the video. If you did, do like, share it with your friends, and do comment on the video how you found it, or what if you would like us to cover any other specific variant. Hopefully, I'll try to be more frequent, but no promises. Multiple things going on simultaneously. So I will try to pitch in and push in videos as and when I can. So till the next time, happy solving.